What if you could build a luxury cosmetic brand from home using low-cost packaging machines from China? Not a giant factory, not $1 million beauty lab, not a warehouse full of workers. Just a small room, a clean setup, the right machines, and a product that looks premium enough to compete in America, Europe, and online luxury markets. Most people think a cosmetic brand starts with a formula. And yes, the formula matters. But in the beauty industry, packaging is what makes people stop, look, and trust. A serum bottle with a clean label feels expensive. A cream jar filled perfectly feels professional. A tube that is sealed properly feels retail-ready. A bottle with a tight cap, smooth label, and protective wrap feels like it belongs on a luxury shelf. That is why this video is not only about machines. It is about something much bigger. It is about using global production leverage to build a brand from a small space. For decades, big cosmetic companies had one major advantage. They controlled production. They controlled packaging. They controlled suppliers. They controlled factories. And because of that, ordinary people could not easily compete. If you wanted to build a serious beauty brand, you needed large capital, expensive equipment, huge minimum orders, and access to professional manufacturing partners. But now, that system is changing. China has created one of the most powerful small machine ecosystems in the world. You can find compact machines for filling, sealing, capping, labeling, and wrapping products that once required expensive industrial setups. At the same time, Western markets like America and Europe are full of customers who pay premium prices for skincare, hair care, body care, perfumes, oils, and beauty products that look clean, modern, and luxurious. That gap is the opportunity. Low-cost production tools on one side, high-value luxury markets on the other side. And the person who understands how to connect both sides has leverage. This is the geopolitical arbitrage of production. You are not just buying a machine. You are connecting high-precision Chinese engineering with Western luxury demand. You are using global trade to access tools that were once only available to bigger companies. And this is where a small creator can start thinking like a producer, not just a consumer. But before we go deeper, remember this. These machines can automate packaging, but they do not replace product safety, clean production, proper labeling, good ingredients, or local cosmetic rules. If you are selling cosmetics in America, Europe, or anywhere else, you must understand your local laws. The machines help you package. But trust comes from quality, safety, and honesty. So let's look at 6 low-cost Chinese packaging machines that can help automate a luxury home cosmetic brand. Machine number 1, semi-automatic liquid filling machine. This is one of the most important machines for a small cosmetic brand. A semi-automatic liquid filling machine is used to fill liquid products into bottles. You can use it for facial toner, hair oil, body oil, perfume mist, liquid cleanser, micellar water, beard oil, serum, lightweight lotion, and other cosmetic liquids. When you are filling bottles by hand, every bottle can be slightly different. One bottle may have too much product. Another may have too little. Some may spill. Some may look messy. And when customers see inconsistency, the product feels cheap. But a liquid filling machine helps you control the amount in every bottle. That makes your product look cleaner, more consistent, and more professional. This matters because luxury is not only about price. Luxury is about precision. When every bottle looks the same, the brand feels serious. When there is no mess around the bottleneck, the customer feels like they are buying from a real company. This machine is especially useful for small beauty brands that sell oils, toners, sprays, and serums. For example, imagine you are selling a luxury facial oil. The formula may be simple, but if the oil is filled neatly into glass bottles, capped properly, labeled beautifully, and packed in a premium box, the customer sees value. That is the power of packaging. The product may be made in a small room, but the presentation can feel like a luxury brand. This machine is good because you can start small. You do not need a full automatic production line on day one. You can use a semi-automatic machine, fill bottles in small batches, test the market, improve your branding, and scale slowly. But you still need to be careful. You must use clean bottles. You must keep the workspace clean. You must avoid contamination. You must check the machine parts that touch the product. and you must make sure the liquid is suitable for the machine. Some machines are better for thin liquids. Some are better for thicker liquids. So before buying, always check if the machine can handle your formula. Machine number 2, cream and paste filling machine. The second machine is for thicker cosmetic products. A cream or paste filling machine is used for face cream, body lotion, scrub, gel, balm, clay mask, hair mask, body butter, cleanser, and other thick formulas. This machine is different from a liquid filling machine because creams and pastes do not flow the same way. A thin toner can move easily, but a thick cream needs more force and control. If you try to fill thick products by hand, the result can look messy. The jar may have air gaps. The surface may look uneven. The weight may be different from jar to jar, and the packaging may not feel premium. A cream filling machine helps make the process cleaner and more consistent. When they open a jar, the cream should look smooth. The fill should look even. The container should look clean. The product should feel intentional. That is how you create a premium customer experience. Think about a body butter brand. If the product is scooped into jars by hand with messy edges, it looks homemade in a bad way. Same formula, different presentation, different perceived value. That is the lesson. A cream filling machine can help you make small batch production look more professional. You can produce facial creams, scrubs, masks, balms, lotions, and gels in a cleaner way. But again, the machine does not create the brand by itself. You need a good formula. You need safe ingredients. You need proper testing. You need packaging that matches the product. And you need a clear brand identity. If your brand is luxury, everything must feel aligned. The jar, the label, the cap, the box, the product texture, the photos, the website, the customer experience. A luxury cosmetic brand is not built from one thing. It is built from many small details working together. And this machine helps with one of the most important details, consistent filling. Now let's talk about why these machines matter so much. This is not just about filling bottles and jars. This is about democratizing elite manufacturing. In the past, beauty manufacturing was protected by capital barriers. Big companies had factories. Big companies had machines. Big companies had packaging partners. Big companies had suppliers. Big companies could place huge orders and get better pricing. Small creators were forced to depend on expensive third-party manufacturers or low-quality manual packaging. That made it hard to compete. But low-cost automation is breaking that wall. A small brand owner can now fill bottles, seal tubes, cap jars, apply labels, and wrap products from a small studio or home workshop. This does not mean big brands disappear, and it does not mean success becomes easy, but it means the tools are becoming more accessible. The machines that once belonged only to serious factories are now available to smaller entrepreneurs. That is a big shift. Because when production becomes accessible, power starts to move. A creator no longer has to only promote someone else's product. They can create their own. They can package their own. They can build their own brand. They can own the customer relationship. They can own the margin. That is why this topic is powerful. It takes a big economic idea and turns it into a practical business opportunity. Now let's continue with machine number 3. Machine number 3. Tube filling and sealing machine. A tube filling and sealing machine is used to fill cosmetic products into soft tubes and seal the end. This machine can be used for hand cream, lip balm, face wash, sunscreen-style products, gel, cleanser, scrub, hair treatment, and small skincare tubes. Tubes are powerful because they look retail-ready. When customers see a clean tube with a strong label and sealed end, the product feels professional. It does not feel like something made randomly. It feels like something designed for a real shelf. This is especially useful for small luxury brands because tubes are common in skincare, hair care, and personal care. A tube is easy to carry, easy to use, easy to package, and easy to sell in bundles. For example, you could create a hand cream line with 3 cents. You could create a travel-size face wash. You could create a lip balm too. You could create a premium gel product. You could create a small skincare bundle with a cleanser, balm, and cream. The tube filling machine allows you to turn a formula into a finished retail product. But this machine needs attention. Tubes must be compatible with your formula. The sealing temperature must be correct. The fill amount must be accurate. And the tube material must match the product. If the seal is weak, the product can leak. If the tube looks damaged, the brand loses trust. So this machine is not only about speed, it is about consistency. It helps your cosmetic brand look more professional, especially if you want to sell products that look like they belong in a store. Machine number 4. Bottle capping machine. A bottle capping machine may sound simple, but it can save a lot of time. When you are making products in small batches, manual capping is easy. You fill 10 bottles. You twist 10 caps. No problem. But what happens when you have 200 bottles? 500 bottles? 1,000 bottles? Suddenly, manual capping becomes slow, tiring, and inconsistent. Some caps may be too loose. Some may be too tight. Some may not sit straight. And if a cap leaks during shipping, the customer experience is ruined. A bottle capping machine helps tighten caps more consistently. You can use it for serum bottles, oil bottles, lotion bottles, spray bottles, mist bottles, jars, and small cosmetic containers. This machine improves speed, but more importantly, it improves uniformity. And uniformity is part of luxury. When every bottle feels the same, the brand feels controlled. When every cap is tight and clean, the customer feels safe. When the packaging does not leak, trust increases. This is the kind of detail many beginners ignore. They focus on the formula. They focus on the logo. They focus on the Instagram page. But they forget the physical experience of the product. How does the cap feel? How clean is the bottle? Is the label straight? Is the product sealed? Does it arrive safely? That is where a premium brand is built. Machine number 5, labeling machine. This is one of the most important machines for creating a luxury look. A labeling machine applies labels onto bottles, jars, tubes, and containers. And this is where the product starts to look like a real brand. A bottle without a label is just a bottle. A jar without a label is just a jar. But when you add a clean, straight, beautiful label, the product becomes branded. It becomes recognizable. It becomes something customers can remember. Manual labeling can work in the beginning, but it is hard to apply labels perfectly every time. One label may be slightly crooked. Another may have bubbles. Another may sit too high. Another may sit too low. And when products are lined up together, the inconsistency becomes obvious. A labeling machine helps solve that problem. It can make your products look cleaner and more professional. This matters a lot for luxury cosmetics because beauty products are visual. People buy with their eyes first. A clean label can make a product look expensive before the customer even touches it. Your label should match your brand. If your brand is luxury, the label should feel simple, clean, and premium. Do not use too many colors. Do not use messy fonts. Do not overcrowd the design. Luxury usually feels calm, confident, and controlled. A labeling machine helps you apply that design consistently. This machine can be used for serum bottles, toner bottles, oil bottles, cream jars, mist bottles, shampoo bottles, lotion bottles, perfume bottles, and cosmetic boxes. If you are building a beauty brand, do not underestimate labeling. It is one of the fastest ways to make your product look more premium. Machine number 6, shrink wrapping and sealing machine. The final machine is the shrink wrapping or sealing machine. This machine adds a protective wrap or seal around bottles, jars, boxes, and cosmetic bundles. It can make a product look safer, cleaner, and more complete. Think about when you buy a cosmetic product. If the bottle has a clean protective seal, it feels untouched. If the box is shrink-wrapped, it feels new. If a product bundle is wrapped neatly, it feels premium. That final seal creates trust. And in cosmetics, trust is everything. A shrink-wrapping machine can be used for skincare bottles, cream jars, perfume boxes, soap boxes, cosmetic bundles, gift sets, and retail packaging. This machine helps with presentation and protection. It can prevent dust. It can reduce tampering concerns. It can make the product look more finished. It can help bundles stay together. And it can make your home-produced brand feel more like a professional retail product. For luxury cosmetics, the final packaging moment matters. The customer should feel like the product was made with care. Every bottle, label, cap, and seal should feel intentional. That is why this machine is important. It is not the first machine every beginner needs. But once your brand starts getting orders, this machine can add a premium finishing touch. Now let's connect everything to the bigger picture. This is where macroeconomics becomes micro-action. People talk about inflation. They talk about debt. They talk about low wages. They talk about job insecurity. They talk about how hard it is to build wealth. But many people never ask the deeper question. How do you escape the trap? One answer is ownership. Not just owning products. Owning production. Because when you own production tools, you are no longer only a consumer. You become a producer. You can create something. Package it. Brand it. Sell it. Improve it. And scale it. That is why these machines matter. They are small industrial assets. A liquid filling machine turns a formula into a bottled product. A cream filling machine turns a skincare idea into a premium jar. A tube filling machine turns a gel or balm into a retail-ready tube. A capping machine creates consistency. A labeling machine creates brand identity. A shrink-wrapping machine creates the final premium finish. Together, these machines can turn a home cosmetic idea into a real production system. But let's be honest. The machine alone will not save you. The machine alone will not make you rich. The machine alone will not create a luxury brand. The real formula is this. Product quality plus packaging plus compliance plus branding plus customers equals business. You need a safe formula. You need clean production. You need proper labeling. You need attractive packaging. You need product photos. You need marketing. You need trust. And you need repeat customers. That is how a cosmetic brand grows. So before buying any machine, ask yourself these questions. What product am I making? Is it a serum, cream, oil, mist, balm, scrub, or lotion? What packaging does it need? Bottle, jar, tube, box, or pouch? Can I legally sell this product in my country? Do I understand cosmetic labeling rules? Can I keep production clean? Can I get safe ingredients? Can I create a luxury customer experience? And most importantly, who is going to buy this product? Because without customers, even the best machine is just metal. Start small. Make samples. Test your formula. Test your packaging. Show your product to real people. Improve the design. Build trust. Then automate slowly. You do not need to buy all 6 machines on day 1. A beginner may start with a liquid filling machine and labeling machine. A cream brand may start with a cream filling machine and capping machine. A 2-product brand may need the tube filling and sealing machine first. A brand that already has sales may add shrink wrapping later. The goal is not to look big before you are ready. The goal is to build a system step by step. This is the power of strategic industrial sourcing. You find affordable production tools. You connect them with premium market demand. You create a product people want. And then you use automation to make the brand cleaner, faster, and more consistent. That is how small entrepreneurs can compete in a world that used to belong only to large companies. A cosmetic brand does not look luxury because it is expensive. It looks luxury because every detail feels professional. The bottle, the formula, the label, the cap, the seal, the box, the photos, the customer experience. Everything must work together. And maybe the next luxury beauty brand does not need to start in a huge factory. Maybe it starts in one clean room, with one smart machine, one powerful product, and one person who understands how to turn global trade into local opportunity.